Hello there, Emma here, and Happy New Year. It's 2025, and this term in hospital school, our theme is hope. And kind of like we can look at it like personal hope, but also hope for the planet, hope for humanity, hope for our families. And I thought, why don't we make an artwork that reflects what we hope for in 2025? So I thought we're going to make this special sort of artwork, which is called an agamograph. Don't worry if you don't know what that is. But have you ever seen something like this before? Can you see how the picture changes as I move it? A bit like a hologram. This is called a lenticular though, and it's made up of two pictures which are arranged really closely next to each other, and you only get to see one picture when you turn it that way, and then you get to see the other picture when you turn it that way. And that's what makes it look three-dimensional. That was one of my Christmas cards. Quite like that. It was nice, wasn't it? We're going to make our own version of this, but a bit more simple, okay? So I'm going to point the camera down and we're going to make an agamograph together. Right, here we go. So first of all, we're going to have two pieces of coloured paper, okay? I thought it'd be quite nice to have coloured paper. And on one, you could write a message of what you hope for in 2025. On the other one, we can do a picture or a jazzy design. You know me, I like my jazzy designs. So I've used a big permanent marker to do great big bold design on here. On here, I'm a great fan of taking a line for a walk, and that's what I've started doing on my other piece. So you could just do a kind of an amazing, it's like taking a line for a walk scribble, and then you can colour in all the different areas and shade it and give it patterns. And again, with that one as well, you can colour that one in. Here's one that I've started using the same sort of process. And can you see, I've cut up my pictures into strips. So what you have to do is you have to turn your picture over, and we have to cut it into 4 equal strips like this. Now I'm going to do my last line on here with a pencil. There we are. So I have drawn 4 lines on here to divide it into 4, and I need to do exactly the same on the back of that one. Once I've done that, I can cut it up into strips, okay? You know how to cut things up into strips, don't you? Okay, we're going to cut it into nice long strips. Right, imagine I've done that. Then I'm going to start by taking a piece of white paper. So these 2 pieces of paper, remember, were half of an A4, weren't they? They were A5. I've got a whole piece of A4 here, and I'm going to start folding it. So I folded it in half. Let's move that one out of the way a moment. So I've got 2 strips, and if I fold it again in half, I've got 4 strips, and if I fold it again in half, I've got 8 strips. Okay, so when I open it up, it's going to look really folded. But what I want it is to be like a fan. That doesn't look like a fan, does it? You know when you make a fan, when it's hot weather, you've got to cool yourself off. So 1, fold it, flip it over. 2, fold it back. We keep on going like that, folding and flipping. Get a grown-up help if you need a bit of help doing that. Okay. And now my piece of white A4 paper is a nice fan shape. Okay, it's a zigzag shape when we look at it side on. Okay, nice zigzag there. Then we're going to go back to our little strips of paper. So what I've done is I've cut my 2 artworks into long strips, and I have put my first piece of my first artwork on there, and I've put my first piece of my second artwork next to it. Then I've gone back and got the second piece of my first artwork, put it there, and then the second piece of my second artwork. So I'm kind of going alternately, yeah? Right, so now I've got to get my last piece of this artwork stuck on here. So Pritt Stick to the rescue. There we are. Put that one on there. Make sure these are stuck down nice and firmly. Try and get them nice and straight, because that will help to, says she getting it all wonky, because that will help to keep your artwork really nice and straight and more effective. Okay, and here's the last bit of artwork from my last design, my second design. I'm going to put it right on the end. So we're covering up this piece of white paper completely. Right, and then I can fold it back up together, and I've kind of got a ziggy-zaggy artwork now, haven't I? Yeah, ziggy-zaggy artwork. So to keep this in place and stop it going all floppy, I put some sticky fixers on the back. You know what sticky fixers are like? They're either on their own or in a big roll, squidgy tape, or you could use a blob of glue if you don't mind waiting for it to dry. And this is going to be our backing paper. I've got a piece of black card here. So I'm going to try and take the cover off my sticky fixings. This is always impossible to do when I'm recording. So I've got very bad fingernails. That's going okay today. Oh, positive attitude, hey, to 2025. I've got the cover off the sticky fixers. So this type of artwork is called an Agamograph. You might think that is a weird name. It's because it was kind of invented by an artist called Yakov Agam. And he called it after himself, basically, Agamograph, Yakov Agam. And he is really famous for doing really big artworks like this. He makes them really big, really colourful. He loves kind of patterns and geometric shapes and things like that. He makes them 3D as well. He makes like big sculptures. Right, so I've got all my sticky bits, well, covers off my sticky bits, and now I'm going to put my Agamograph on here. Okay, so I'm just pressing it down a little bit with the sticky fixers underneath, and if you want to in the end you can put some sellotape on that side. Right, so now we're going to see how this works. If you look at it straight on, it's not so amazing, is it? But if we turn it, you can see one picture, and then you can see another picture like that. So this is what an Agamograph is. It's two pictures for the price of one. A design on here, maybe something that you're looking forward to in 2025, and a message for everybody, maybe family and friends on the other side like that. So if you can get your head around doing all the sticky fixings and doing all your colouring and making your patterns, you're going to make a really cool artwork for 2025. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye bye.